group be a pejanity na ye from oral ye see operation recover all loot na sankofo yi na omoba Ghana fo bebre na ni gi ebi mo nso de ayemhye na ebre omo san se so omo nim se omo akoye bibia na je so omo suro se enche bia no ye de mponti ba ne nkeka ho ebeba omo so na we no omo nwumedi omo di no mpempi no omo eta efrefre cases and investigations into nsema omo hu na se ye corruption cases and say mismanagement no ho nsem na omo ta eka ho ansem pa na nansen omo pani ba ko eye edi nsem bia betu dwa eka se omo omo yonkofo omo di mra so enye se obi akeke na omo sori na omo akwachi nipa ne na kwatwere aban kuku mo se nipa no waye den yo so onye den yo na je se yakwachi ne keke da bi omo nni omo nyuma sa yenko tie nsem a ye tu dwa no na afede ye ba ya be chire mu.
To the extent that for Edubuahin, we are about a third of the journey through the case. If not for legal vacation, which stops the courts for 2 months, we probably would have closed our case, and then the defense will be open. But we will come back in October and then continue with where we left from. That is super fast. That is very, very fast if you compare it with all the other criminal trials that we are even doing here. But I understand, I know after this, I'm sure one of the bites you put out there is that Deputy Attorney General says oral is super fast. So then the public will say, but we don't see anything. But the point I'm trying to make is that the expectation is legitimate because of what we have witnessed. But the work we are going through and we are doing is very thorough and is vibrant. I hardly sleep. But the bigger point here is that the public would have to, as it were, be also made aware of the processes. That we can't just bundle people based on complaints and throw them into jail. So someone says 8 months down the line, nobody's in jail. We have done 8 months. We don't see anybody in jail. The people are still walking about, and some of them are giving interviews. But there is no law which says that if you are being prosecuted.
In fact, they've made reference to the National Service Secretariat one, the lady involved that the Attorney General spoke about her. She participated in a recent GFA event, and we saw, if you go on social media, you see the comments. People are saying, that all what the AG said, how is the matter not in court?
Yeah, why is he still contesting and winning election and we are here? How is Edubuahin granting interview and talking about Omani being his good friend and all? We have to, there's nothing.
Ebusanunti Deputy Attorney General Dr. Shrem Sai patche say duma no moye ye de ato omo so monye as oral no group no omo bo mo ho modern pa isan so no mpo no de na ye friend na on nabi oye duma pa obo ne ho modern so asodie nso eda Ghana for so say omo hu say bibi koso na atochima wo ba bia omo ba be di omo asutire nanso eno nche se wo ba be kan ya na che se nipa na o bono so bono na je se yakọ peja nipa ne na ko prison there bi eso omo to omo ba se ye nhwehwemu na omo de nipa no court na bibia efa process mo se na se nefa ansana se nipa no court ka se o self atase ye de no kotwe aban kukuma na de na kwa nye se preko pe na wo be kan ye na isan se nkofo bi ka se be ya bosomi wotwe a oma ye adwuma ihwan na oma che no na opache se nyama bi wo no ma nkakra bokoboko nti adwuma no omo ye ne de omo ye ni ye pa na ye hwemu pa mpo a omo no omo adwuma na omo ye no so far no ekwantentem asin afoforo bebre a omo di asem anaso omo ye nhwehwemu esan se omo no case bi wo ho mutumi fa bi wo ho no mkwa na I say break bi na aba wo baby nanso enche sa case ni ebesan so afre wo court na se ne se omudi no efa no omato aso wo ho no na inti oral for asem omo okay omo pa che say they are very hard working and fast working institution. Do you think that the claim no more making a right and
unfortunately the whole thing for oral operation recover or loot a journey do after His Excellency John Dramani Mahama winning election, Mekai say Mana Sazure, who happens to work with the 4th Estate, or your investigation, now, say there was a huge scandal at Ekoso.
Yeah.
At say ghost names and Ekoso NSS.
Yeah.
And that particular scandal involved the former NSS boss, the former NSS deputy, and other key people.
Yeah.
Now, this oral before crying, I just said, or master no more meeting, no more slide present. I had some videos and pictures where better as a bit me post here.
Okay.
So it was all like Kofui Umbabe, and this particular oral na okuju tabla kwa eka ho. Me twi wa bian kwesi bibi so. Okuju tabla kwa eka ho, Martin Pebu eka ho, Raymond Aka eka ho. I mean all the guys.
Name them. Yes,
the one national security boss. Omu nyina se tekpa takpa o se jakpa. Omu nyina mo kan. So it was like, oh, this is it. Ghana be who justice. Then they saw the president in. They saw the president in after the SO. I was see a year man Akufo appointment. And who could tabla onya communication. And
onya Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Monaka enya Iyoku boss. And Attorney General Ayini nya Attorney General so be nya
ne dear
afidi amanfo bisa senti owura na mo ye gidigidi we because up to now cry in 30 year cry
munche ne
inti ehun eni ebisa na amanfo ka say give to your years in home because me kaisa manasa zuri at the far be mam NSS scandal I chem say this particular NSS scandal no their names in it. You have to go after these people. No promise say, Mahama Krajes are foul. And then, give to warrior US Aba, Amanako preposition, cry elections. Aside from that, a Dubois he quite granting interviews or quap and then at Tadio or Shawnee up and down 80 million.
Marching outfit.
So the question is, Adiana, when also or more work now you can't loan it alone to me for diggy and what you be sir. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. Because whenever you start like this, you'll be 8 years, 4 years about now money nothing. And me, if NDC for and chinko for ya, I'll not even waste and family. Why? Because the previous administration, they were dealing and prosecuting what you mean. They were dealing and prosecuting Opuni.
Okay.
They were dealing and prosecuting the former Maslok CEO, our General Kosha Bruchi, and other key people were involved in various shady deals. They were even prosecuting the former Unibank boss, Dr. Kwamina Dufo.
Okay.
And then Sakisi I drop it.
I die.
And before I normal prosecute them, NDC and they've dropped all those cases or they stopped. Saying so when to prosecute within that 8 years, which means that there's no
nothing,
sufficient evidence. So they are discontinuing and concentrating on it. It's so it's the same thing. It's ora. Remember, some manager catch me say, a 1 day show. So they be a bit chink of so just relax and sit there and watch. Any minute.
And then they all the neighbor command.
Oh, me the news you come any minute. So I say so. It's so sad, these kind of things. And then I know before I I think Rwanda was a then minister, deputy minister was scandal. Your friend is saying 11 over $100 million or so.
Wow.
Let's we have I can't. There are 2 screens.
So what stops Ghanaian officials from also being prosecuted and jailed? Then they are so different. Ghana had there obi ebedi minister na bibi na say you say ne ho for in your memo you to meet asem na so ngosi hwe na just
when the wheels of justice run slowly, that is what will happen. What I say, you see, that is what be obi jan because Ghana ya military ruler aya na aya because yampano, because you can't go and be doing these things. These people must they don't give a hoot to. Into what can you cry no? What the one you brought court rates? So what am I say? Because at the end of the day, some now can say yenchi omuntum no. Obe can. After the nipa ne namo yenye ne shina kwa say wo no.
Oka wa third person.
Exactly. Next oka wa nutum na okwa tan baby a anka here the enye ho. I want to put this on the screen for people to know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
It may make catch or say Ghana, we are not ready to prosecute them. Because Yanum Fuma be won't say ne and no munya position. Some joy munya position so my
Omada.
A black munya position and a black per first. Not the 50 sins of Akufo-Addo, not the Abebo gain.
But now sure say they are just preoccupied with some like more.
At the
duties.
end of the day, what Ghana for judge you and what Ghanaians who used to judge you is based on these things.
Some and your ministerial roles.
Ministerial idea ben pan no more. So you're Minister of Communication, you have about 200 or 300 people working under you. Or much 4 minutes. There are people who do the lay and those your friends saying the jobs.
Yeah.
Or more groundwork. When this is what's now no picture photo ops. Now about okay, the meeting was nice, thank you. That's all. In Kofobi or more groundwork. The meetings, the people do stuff.
They
Let's put this on the screen for you to know exactly what we are talking about.
Okay.
We
a former foreign minister sentenced to hard labor for corruption in Zambia. Now, Osha dates, and I said 1 day ago, not just a very, very fresh and current. And
exactly.
It is from BBC News in Lusaka. Zambia's former foreign minister, Joseph Malanji, has been sentenced to 4 years in prison with hard labor after being convicted of corruption. Malanji was found guilty on 7 counts of acquiring properties and helicopters suspected to be the proceeds of crime, the state broadcast reports. His co-accused, former Treasury Secretary Fredson Yamba, received a 3-year jail term for approving the transfer of more than 8 million, that is equivalent to 6 million euros, to Zambian diplomatic missions in Turkey without justifying the expense. Several ministers in former President Iga Lungu's government have been convicted of various offenses, but Malanji's is the most high profile of them. And Cheche man just say yes, Zambia former finance minister Joseph Malanji no yes onko ye juma e wa banko kum for 4 years e wo prison no on pension nyansa no kono so onko ye juma din a just say fifre beti no eduane kura be ye kura mamu mani bi esan say wa kwasansen sign deals bi a or the atoto helicopter or the atoto chese nanya kesia ni niama bebre sikepudo pa ene chese ko mu na ono nso ni nipa ono oboa no ema ni o sign sa document no sa nipa no ya ma no nso 3 years na yesi ya pa chese aban ni mu de nkofo bebre na se aye di kwadu abom na nso nia na asem ne mu odempa Joseph Malanji ya na enkane oye former finance minister or Zambia no. So that means that justice is actually taking place and accountability is taking place in other countries. So what stops us from doing the same here in Ghana?
Ura have to answer that. Ura have to answer that.
Okay.
So because now no, my list. Okay, these are the people we are prosecuting. One can't say this is the way we are going. We have no idea. So it all depends on them. Yeah.